Anyone growing up in the St. Louis area will be familiar with this delicious, decadent cake. I was first introduced to the gooey butter cake when we were visiting family in St. Louis, and it soon became a family favorite. To make a St. Louis gooey butter cake, or as we call it, a gooey Louie, you will need a good quality yellow cake mix, 3 cups of powdered sugar, 1/2 cup of melted butter, 8 ounces of cream cheese, 3 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, a prepared glass baking pan on a cookie sheet, and a large mixing bowl. Start with your cake mix into a mixing bowl, to which you're going to add your 1/2 cup of butter, melted, and 1 egg. And you're going to mix this all together. After your cake mix is mixed, bring your prepared pan. I just prepared my pan with a spray vegetable oil. You can use butter, you can use whatever you want to, but it does need to be lightly greased and oiled. And with your hands, you're just going to take your mixture and poke it around the bottom of the pan as evenly as possible. It looks like you don't have enough, but you really do. Just keep moving the mixture until you've covered all the bare spots. So I've covered the entire bottom of the pan, and the next step will be to combine our remaining ingredients for the topping, which we'll pour over the cake and then bake in a preheated 350-degree oven for 40 minutes. I've been mixing our softened cream cheese until it's nice and fluffy. So now it's time to add our remaining ingredients. 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 eggs. I'm going to mix this all together, and then the final addition will be the powdered sugar. So I have our cream cheese and egg mixture to the consistency that I'm happy with. And now it's time to start adding the powdered sugar. It'll be done in a couple of additions. Incorporated most of the powdered sugar using the mixer, and now I'm taking out the beaters, and I'm going to finish the mixing with a rubber spatula by hand. Pour the entire mixture over your cake. When you're working with this, you understand the word gooey, if you didn't understand it before. And then with your spatula, spread it evenly over the top of the cake. And now I'll put it on a cookie sheet because this will puff up and you want to protect your oven. And we'll bake it for 40 minutes at a preheated 350 oven. So it's been in the oven for 40 minutes and it's beautifully golden brown on the top and crispy around the edges. And now I'm going to take it out of the oven. It will be puffy, and as it sits to get to room temperature, it's going to sink and drop. And that's perfectly normal. It's just exactly what you want it to do. So our cake has cooled a little bit, but not 100% yet, and I'm doing the first dusting of powdered sugar. Just regular old powdered sugar sprinkled on the cake through a sieve. And we'll have another final dusting of powdered sugar after it's cooled to room temperature. I'm adding 1 more light sprinkle of powdered sugar, and now we're ready to cut this beautiful cake. The story of the St. Louis gooey butter cake, legend says anyway, that it was in the 1930s when a German-American baker in the St. Louis area got the proportions of a coffee cake mixed up, and this was the result. And it's just been a popular dish in the St. Louis area ever since. It's actually called in many brochures and visitor packets one of St. Louis's quirky food dishes.